it was at least 8.5 feet tall.
It wasn't more than
We probably locked eyes for maybe 3 seconds, and that was enough for me to just be completely scared out of my mind.
Have you obeyed on too?
We have similar reports in Russia.
I must have watched it for about, a minute and a half.
A large something.
I couldn't explain what it was.
And that's when I saw the face peek out from behind the tree at me.
But ancient Native Americans have been recounting sightings for centuries. Sightings of creatures all the Creek.
They ran into this people that they call the Creek.
Since the late 1950s, local and national newspapers have recounted eyewitness reports of 6 to 8 foot tall, hairy, man-like creatures roaming the mountains of Humboldt County in Northern California.
Where the crystal waters flow. No reason to consider company might show. But destiny would find you where you walked across the world divided. Did Roger film a Bigfoot or man? Where are you now, Patty?
Well, welcome, folks. It's that time once again for the Friday evening Bigfoot Radio. And now for the Bigfoot research teams from across the country. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight?
Okay, hold on, please.
Let's all gather at a Christmas tree and have a big old Christmas jamboree.
Happy, merry, early Christmas to our listeners around the globe. Happy Christmas to our listeners worldwide. And happy Christmas to everybody. Anyhow, this is going to be our last show for this year. Next year, January 16th, we'll start to show up again and go from there. Snake Man has an announcement for everybody.
All right, I want to first off start off by saying to Joyce and her family, we send out our condolences because she lost her husband Monday. So everybody keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And we know the pain that she's going through, but nobody knows until they actually lose a spouse.
And thank you for your announcement, Snake Man. Anybody else out there have anything they want to talk about tonight other than well, wait, I got one thing I'll say. I sent Snake Man, we were talking a couple weeks back about how he loves this Carolina Reapers. Now, last year, I don't know how he did it, but last year on video, he took one of them damn Carolina Reapers right in front of me, put it in his mouth and chewed on it like it was nothing. And I'm like, dude, no way. So I go to the store, I think it was last week. I bought some of this Carolina Reapers, and I put a little tiny bit of it in my mouth. It about practically scalded my mouth. And that's just out of a size of a pin. I'm like, holy crap, how the hell can he eat this stuff? So I made up a batch of it. I sent it to him today. He won't get it until I think around sometime next Saturday. But I guarantee you, Snake Man, when you bite into this stuff, you better have an extinguisher near you because it's hot. This stuff is hotter than no hellfire. Satan himself wouldn't even touch this stuff.
I can't wait. Hey, Steve, I want to say a quick, Glenn, are you in here in the chat?
Yeah, I'm here.
This is Glenn from Paris, Texas, everybody. Glenn, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for inviting me, Mr. Snake Man.
So does anybody have any stories out there? Has anybody seen any Bigfoots or Sasquatches or Stickman or whatever the hell you want to call it? Anybody come out with a story it's, we all, our listeners, can listen to.
Are you going to give out a number?
Oh, yeah. For those people out there, sorry about that, for all those people out there that have Bigfoot sightings, UFO sightings, any paranormal activity going on in your country or your region, you can call us up at 667-770-1476, and the participant code is 759314. Again, 667-770-1476, and the participant code is 759314 #. Now, thanks,
I was
Chris.
going to say, don't give them my number.
Well, we can give them yours, but then you'll have everybody knocking at your door.
Not a bad idea. Maybe they'll sing Christmas carols.
That's not nice.
Okay, well, tell us about. Hey, Glenn, I'm Chris. You're on the show. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot before, or any encounters?
No, I haven't really, haven't really seen it, but I've been definitely doing my investigation on it. So it's definitely intriguing. And Snake Man, he, tell me a lot of different stories and stuff. So, but definitely something I like to hear about.
Well, we tried broadcasting it on TikTok, but with all these TikTok IAs out there, it's just uncanny. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just try broadcasting it on YouTube. I've never had any problems with YouTube, so I'll just do it this way. Plus, we're broadcasting live on the X platform now, because I got it up and running. And then after that, we're also running it on a regular radio platform. So, Chris, tell me, what's going on in your neck of the woods? I hear you're supposed to be going out camping again.
Are you talking to me?
You're the only Chris out there.
Well, listen, buddy, it's winter time here in New England, and there's no way I can, the winds are blowing like 50 to 70 miles this evening, and I have to wait till spring. April will be the time when my next opportunity to get out there in the Berkshires and do some wood knocking and investigations, but hopefully that'll fly by and get here soon, but I'm not tough enough to
handle that cold weather.
It's bad weather here, man. The weather is bad, nasty. I don't know how it is in Arkansas.
How about you, Anthony? Anything going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, if you saw the picture that I sent you just a little while ago, hold on. Sorry, I'm under the weather.
Yeah.
But that was at that garden spike that I sent you was twisted out of shape.
Who's blowing the trumpet?
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well, sorry.
He's under the weather, Snake Man.
Okay.
Forgive him. He can do something,
I'm understanding. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, he's going to have fun with you in a minute.
Excuse me. So the interesting thing is that I had pulled out those garden spikes, and I put them behind my friend's house. And this is the one that I remember I showed you that I sent you a picture a while back, and you guys thought that, hey, there was something in the bushes there.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
it looked like two eye shines to me.
Right. So this was in that same location.
When you get ready to sneeze, it always works for me. But when you get ready to sneeze, take your fingers, put it up on your nose, and rub it back and forth, and it actually keeps you from sneezing.
I'll give it a try. But anyway, I almost ran over that twisted spike, But that same day when I found that spike, one of the neighbor's dogs, came over and was being friendly. And then, and mind you, I didn't know, for some reason, I just thought this dog didn't bark because I never, ever heard this dog make a sound,
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, it looked in the same direction, the exact same direction of that picture where I sent it. The dog looked in that direction, ears poking up, and it started barking. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the first time I've seen and heard this dog bark. Mm-hmm. I thought this dog was just one of the dogs, But that's the first time and he started barking in that area. I was like, oh, okay, so he sees something over there. So I get, I walk back and forth, kind of so like if you remember that picture, I'm walking towards the right because there's there's a vehicle in the way, and then I walk past that vehicle, and I see like what I saw in the past was that that faint eye shine reflection. Okay.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, that is. I'm like, I know what that is. So, I got my flashlight and I went back and we started, shining it in that area, and I didn't see nothing. And it had just so happens that the owner of the property in the distance there, in the next house over, happened to come home, or maybe they had a visitor. I don't know, but the vehicle came, right, and I noticed that when it drove past where I was trying to look, that as soon as it drove into that driveway, I couldn't see the headlights or the rear lights, and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird because I thought all the leaves, had fallen down, and I thought, even with the short trees, I thought I'd be able to see the car, go where it was going, my right to the left as it was driving in. And then when then I noticed, I'm still trying to see if I could see the buggers, because because I don't know if this thing moved because the truck came or not, but I just wanted to see or try to see or hear something. And this is a long driveway, so the truck drove down to wherever the house was and didn't stay there that long, and it was driving back. And I thought, oh, okay, well, let me see if I can see something moving as it's driving back. And when it drove back, the funny thing is that now, as it drove past those bushes and small trees, I was able to see the lights. I was able to see the lights of the same vehicle, same driveway coming back, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I couldn't see the lights when it was going in, but now I can see the lights going out. I can see past the trees, or the vehicle going out. I'm like, them freaking buggers. I suspect it must have been just hiding right there and not showing their faces or anything like that, and they just stayed put. But after the truck had left, the creatures must have moved, and I didn't see or hear anything. And again, I can't prove what I'm saying, but I suspect that that's what happened, because when the truck came back, the truck wasn't even there 3 minutes. It must have picked up or dropped off, whatever, who knows what. I thought they were just coming to stay, but they came and went. And when they went, I just took advantage of trying to see what I could see, without my flashlight, and see what could be stirred with the vehicle lights. And evidently it must have moved after the vehicle passed. And again, like I said, I didn't see anything, but the only thing before that vehicle came was, for a brief moment, the eye shine, and that was it. If I had to estimate the height of that eye shine, because there's a power line that had crossed that particular area. I want to say it was about 9-10 feet in the air. So, but that's just Anthony's rough estimate. But other than eye shine and blocked lights, I didn't see anything else. But I did have a pair of eyes there more than once, on my friend's property there. So again, I just wanted to share that with you. Those garden spikes, there was 3 of them out there. 2 are missing, and that one in the picture is the one that I almost ran over. And I didn't leave them out, because I know sometimes, there's been quite a few people you've heard, that they've been receiving gifts, and they were like old railroad spikes and stuff like that.
Right.
But these were, these are garden spikes. They're thinner than the railroad spikes, but they're still metal. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard for a human. You can't bend them. It's not soft metal. You can't easily bend them. And as you can see, this is, it's curved. You know what I mean? And I can't, I mean, just to make a simple bend is pretty difficult to do, but this thing is freaking curved, man. I don't know if I'll ever see those 2 other spikes again, but again, I put those spikes aside. I wasn't gifting them, but they're gone now, so.
Right.
And just to let you know, those spikes had stayed laid down right where they were, even in heavy wind. So just to give you an idea how heavy they were. You know what I mean? I put them down, and the wind didn't move them when heavy wind came through. So it's not like they blew away. They certainly didn't.
Well, they're definitely bent, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wish I could put it in your hands, because then it's kind of like, whoa, you know. Yeah, then you could feel it. You'd be like, hey, this not only does it take a lot of force to bend it, but it's like, you know, there's more than one. There's more than one bend on that thing. You know.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I was thinking too. Just imagine the force, the strength that they would have to bend those things.
yeah. Yeah.
My word. That could snap, you know, a sapling pine tree in half.
You know, if that thing was straight, you would need a heavy hammer to bang it into anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like if you would try to bang that into a tree, forget about it. I mean, it would take you a while. I mean, that sucker was thick. I mean, unless somebody's, you know, good carpenter and used to doing it and know a quicker way to do it.
Well, only way to straighten something like that out would be to heat it up and bang it out. And that would take a forge and everything.
Yeah. Man, I'll just, you know, if I had a need for one, I'd just pick me up another one at Lowe's. So.
That's a good find.
Oh.
Well, I've been talking with my son. We finally have made plans to go and do some paranormal investigating. We're going to be going to the Crescent Hotel and Gettysburg. And we're going to do 2 investigations.
Did you mention
hopefully the what?
Did you mention Gettysburg before?
Yeah. We're going to be going there to investigate, and we're going to be going to the Crescent Hotel also to investigate, and that's going to be fun. And
okay,
go ahead.
I got you. No, I remember you mentioning that before, so now I'm understanding. Okay, so you're going to go there with your son. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, and we're talking about maybe St. Augustine, and do some investigations over there too.
Now, speak more about St. Augustine, because you mentioned it before in the past. I can't remember what's been happening in St. Augustine.
Well, Glenn, you know a lot about St. Augustine, don't you?
Not as much. I mean, I know some. You know, I think it's the oldest city in Florida, is it? Something like that. But,
and the United States.
It's area, though. Yeah. But you know, I've been hearing a lot of things about it.
Yeah, they got the old fort there, and other paranormal investigators have actually got evidence there. They got a full body apparition of an old soldier from there, from that time.
Wow.
People have seen flashes and heard cannon from the old fort, and those cannons are not operational except for the one they use for operations. And there's also the old jail that's haunted too, with inmates that were executed. Took one guy, I think, 3 times to be to die. They executed him 3 times because he wouldn't die. And he still roams there too, so they caught him there.
Wow.
There's a bunch of neat different places that are haunted there.
So this one that was executed, like when you say executed 3 times, was he hung 3 times? Was he shot 3 times?
Hung. He was hung 3 times. He wouldn't die. And there's also the, the smallpox cemetery over there, Glenn?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said that there's an apparition of a little boy and stuff there, and a lady that committed suicide when her lover didn't come back from the war because he got killed.
Yeah.
She ended up killing herself, and she's been seen around there too.
With war?
I think the second floor. I think second or third floor.
No,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what war it was. It was one of the wars with the Spanish. And it was where because the Spanish took over St. Augustine.
Well, I mean, they built that fort that's there, and I know that they fought the British. You know,
Right. So it was a nasty one. So he never came back. She was distraught, and she ended up killing herself. And they said that she's been spotted around that area, still looking for her lover.
Has anybody seen any strange things going on up in our atmosphere lately?
No, I haven't. Why?
No orbs or nothing like that?
I get orbs sometimes coming in my room. I looked like 3 days ago, and I had a few coming in my room. You know, but what are you talking about? Like orbs, like up in outer space, or
you know,
I mean,
just orbs up in the sky or floating around in front of everything. You know, that type of orbs. Any type of orbs.
Yeah, well, I have them come in my room, like I send you the picture. I'll have them tonight. You know, sometimes there's only maybe 4 or 5, and sometimes there's hundreds. It just depends on their mood. You know, if they come in. I
wonder if they're active during Christmas.
Oh, they're active everywhere. I mean, you can even sometimes, if you pay attention and you're looking. Watching a football game or a baseball game or something, the pitcher's on the mound ready to throw a pitch. You'll if you pay attention, you'll see them go right by the pitcher or right by the catcher and stuff. You know, they're all around us. You know, just that you have to pay attention and look at it. You know, it's you know, but the spiritual world that Bruce is interested in, you know, it's out there everywhere for us to see.
I was just thinking when we take our break for a month, this mountain over here, it's right next to me. I'll send you a picture when I get over there. There's a mountain over here, and I've spoken to the Native Americans that live in the park with us, and they're called the Huichan. And I've spoken to one of the guys out here, and he said that this mountain that sits over here right across from the canal bank, you can see the mountain, you can almost walk to it. There's what they call little people that live inside this mountain. And every once in a while you have the military coming out there. They have their lights searching around that area. I don't know why they're over there doing this, but they are. And I'm thinking maybe this Native American's got a point, because I think it was back in 2013, me and a friend and another friend of mine took a ride up over here by the mountain. There's a road that goes up it. And we parked our car, or a Jeep, or truck, or what do you want to call it. And I walked down this canyon with metal detectors, because that's my favorite thing. I like metal detecting for gold and a bunch of other stuff. And when I came around this boulder, there's this boulder sitting there. It's got pictographs written or carved onto this boulder. It looks like a UFO with looks like an alien standing right next to it. You can see this looks like a helmet like they use in NASA for space astronauts and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there looking at this thing, and I'm like, no way. And I'm thinking, I'm going to go up there, I've got to take a picture of this thing, and I'll send it to you. And this is uncanny. The rock must be at least a couple of 100 years old. The carving on it is a lot older. It's weird looking. And you can tell that it's old because the surface of the rock from the sun hitting it, all that is all blackened and everything else.
Well, that's prominent in your areas out there with those hieroglyphics and stuff from the Native Americans and what they saw from the sky and what they encountered. That's how they passed their visions or whatever they saw from year to year. Yeah.
Yep, their knowledge.
So, Bruce, you're going to come to Gettysburg?
That is our plan. We are planning it now.
You're planning it now, so I assume you're going to do this when you're able to walk around. You're not going to. Pennsylvania gets cold between now and like end of March or middle of March.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. Yeah.
You know, you don't want to go there then.
Do what?
You don't want to be walking around in Gettysburg when it's freezing out.
Especially especially the way your foot is. Talk about arthritis, that really kick in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to wear earmuffs.
I just cowboy up though.
Yeah, he's gonna get earmuffs already. We're gonna nickname him Muffy.
Hey, nothing gets in the way when you're doing an investigation.
All right.
I'll still investigate even if I have to crawl.
It's funny, Bruce. I think of you quite often this past week. Well, I'm driving through these New England towns, and I am just looking in these fields, and there's like this farm. And in the back of this farm, maybe, the crops that he's had up, and there's like 800 tombstones.
Wow.
Just there by his crops. Like this was once, before civilization came, and I'm going like, damn, I should really just go up there. I got to ask him and just walk there at night and film, because I mean, it's just was all perfectly knit in the corner of this New England setting on the side of a mountain, and you just see all these tombstones there that, it was once the place where you were buried. Families were buried there, there was no other location. Boom, there it is. I was going like, Bruce would like, you know what? Matter of fact, the next time I'm driving the bus, I'm going to pull over and take a photograph and send it to you. This perfect spot.
Yeah.
It's probably, loaded with activity. I know if I go there, it's going to be something to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
This, though.
Yeah.
Why did Stephen King use all those areas for his movies and his books?
Probably because he saw something a lot of normal people wouldn't see.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's up in Maine. He's not too far. Yeah, New England. Yeah. Believe it or not, I don't even know. I mean, the town that I am in was first settled in 1731 or something like that. And so there's some old graves.
Oh yeah, and I bet they got some good history to them too.
I'm sure. I mean, you had to be a tough son of a gun, man and women, to stay alive. Not only fighting, the Indians, but fighting the French and fighting the British, and just fighting this every day to keep warm and stay alive. It's definitely, not for the faint-hearted, man. Back then, I just imagine, because when I go doing my Bigfoot researching and stuff, I'm just walking in the woods and boom, here's a stone wall. Just stones and piled on stones going down, 200 yards. And yeah, and they just appear everywhere in New England, man. And that's because New England doesn't have an old forest. Mm-hmm. When settlers came here, Steve, they chopped down every freaking tree so they could build a house or burn wood. I mean, they just destroyed the forest.
Yeah.
And now with all these trees here, now they're all, this is really, the forests here are like only maybe, anywhere from 100 to 200 years old. You don't see the giant trees anymore. Those were all cut down and sent to England. The big trees were sent to Her Majesty's, castles and whatever to build the ships and stuff. You don't see those trees that have the girth of 5 feet around, 5 feet wide. Mm-hmm. No, all gone. You never see them. And occasionally I'll walk in the woods when I'm bigfooting and I'll find one that's 4 feet wide, that was left.
Also, you see a lot of Quaker houses there too.
Talk about good food.
What did you just say? Talk about good food?
Talk about good food. Those Quakers there, they know how to cook. Trust me on that one.
Yeah. Well, I met the Mennonites down where Anthony is, and they're dominant in Western Virginia. That goes into West Virginia.
Are those the ones that drive around the carriages?
No. They are a little bit more modern than the Quakers. I mean, they like electricity, and they'll drive a car, and they're very spiritual. This is something that Bruce would look. When I was bigfooting in Virginia not last year, the year before last, and 3 years prior to that, 4 years in a row when I was in Virginia, there was a cemetery by this home that I was checking out encounters for Bigfoot. Mm-hmm. And when the moon was full, they would appear. These Mennonites would appear and drive their cars. There's a cemetery next to this family that owned this property, but they didn't own the cemetery, whatever. And the Mennonites would go there and sing and dance from like sunset till almost dawn, all night. And I think I might have filmed it from the distance. I didn't want to get seen or intrude or whatever, but I was there by myself. And I said, well, what's all this happening here? And they came and they went into that cemetery there, and it wasn't a very large cemetery. It was a cemetery that was fairly new, be honest with you, because I went there and was looking at the tombstones, and a lot of veterans from World War I and II were there. Mm-hmm. But they went in that area and were just singing. And they were singing and clapping and dancing. It was only once a month. I know the full moon supposedly is for 4 days, but they would just go on one certain day. I don't know what part of that 4 days of the full moon, but they would go there and they'd be singing. And the owner of the property told me that one night he heard them down there, so he drove his car out of his parking lot and went about 100 yards down and entered the entrance of the cemetery in his car. Just to see, and he parked his car at the entrance and started walking down. And he mentioned that there was this figure, tall, slender figure, watching these Mennonites singing and chanting in the cemetery. And as he was walking closer, he's looking at this tall, slender man that had a long, sport coat jacket and pants, like he was dressed and wearing a brim hat. And he was watching them sing. And as he was getting closer to him, the gentleman that was standing watching turned around and looked at him, and he told me that he didn't really, he had like almost like a translucent image to him, and then he stopped. He didn't walk towards him anymore.
Now,
And
is that the Mennonites or is that the Quakers?
This is the Mennonites, but the figure that was looking at them singing as he pulled his car down, thought it was a real person, but it wasn't. It was somebody, I don't know if it was a soul or whatever that was buried or died in that cemetery, but was watching those people chanting and singing. Am I making myself clear here?
Yeah.
Yep, crystal.
Okay. So I want to make sure I'm not deviating that. I'm thinking, okay, so pay attention. So he's walking towards this guy that he thinks is a real person. Mm. And as he's walking to him, this person that's watching the cemetery turns around and looks at the guy that invited me to go down and Bigfoot on his property, and he notices him, and the slender man in his clothes looked like it was from the 30s or 40s, he says, Chris. But he was translucent in a way. He was almost solid, but he was and this guy started walking to him. And the guy I went down to his property, he's going, oh my God, he's going, look like this. And as the guy's walking to him, he says, well, this is like really too much for me to understand, because you could see almost like through him. And he just went back into his car, put it in reverse, and went back to his house. But that was the story he told me. And, when I was down there by myself on the property, the Mennonites came, and there was a glow. That's right. I mean, besides, the cars, I know the car headlights and stuff and that they had everything, but there was definitely an aura, a glow from that celebration that they were. It really was a celebration, and they were singing, and they never stopped singing, chanting. But from there, but it was all with the spiritual world, and that's up Bruce's alley that he likes. I mean, I run into it. Oh yeah, because I think I always run into it because Bigfoot is part of the paranormal.
Right.
And they are paranormal.
You know what it kind of reminds me of, though? It reminds me of a scene from Poltergeist. Remember the preacher with the white brim hat?
Yeah, he was saying that. It was like, some clothing that was from the 30s he described to me, and, it was dense, but it was translucent. He said he could see through them, but it was enough so that the figure was there, that, he could see him like turn around and started walking and seeing, space between his legs and arms as it was coming towards him. Oh, so that's pretty unique. Yeah, I just don't know. I was just wondering, man, what would have happened if he stayed there? I mean, was it going to be an anger situation, or was it going to be friendly? You don't know. Mm-hmm. But he didn't want to find out.
Right.
Well, it's too bad he couldn't snap no pictures of it. It's too bad he couldn't snap anything.
Oh, look, Thomas went down there in his bed sheet pajamas. Huh. He's one of those old farts that wear these these sheets that go over your body, but you can walk through them, like you saw when Rumpelstiltskin and stuff like that, or when the Christmas pie stuff from England. He was he has like a big huge beard, and he just got out and he said, well, I'm going to go investigate. He didn't care if he put on his pants or not. I think he probably went barefoot. That's the way he is.
Oh, let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Listen up. The soap you shower with, it's you probably haven't even questioned what bar of soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. I'm talking about natural, nourishing, cold-pressed hand-cut soap for men. Men who use their hands. Men who build things. Men who open the pickle jar on the first try. Men who catch foul balls without spilling their beer. You won't just smell good either. Your skin will be healthier and more nourished. Dare I say, soft. Oh, men aren't supposed to have soft skin? Yeah, well, men weren't supposed to cry during movies. And then they made the movie Rudy. He's so little. You want to smell like the forest? Boom, pine tar, we've got you. You want to smell like the sea? Boom, nautical sage, we've got you. You want to smell like you just got off a boat in the Caribbean? Boom, bay rum, we've got you. And with 6 more cents, we've got you covered no matter what kind of man you are. Now you're wondering, why have I been doing it wrong for so long? During the First World War, big soap started taking out all the natural ingredients to make production cheaper and faster. And they replaced all the natural stuff with chemicals. Chemicals like sodium lauryl sulfate, parabens, and dioxin. Chemicals linked to depression, liver damage, cancer, and low sperm count. And worst of all, dry skin. Oh, your poor balls, all dry, empty, and sad. But there's good news. We make our soaps with natural ingredients from the earth. Ingredients like oils, plants, goat's milk, Greek yogurt, oatmeal, shea butter, and citrus. No. Turn your shower game up to 11. With the smooth lather of gold moss or the exfoliating woodsy bliss that is pine tar. Get ready to step out of the shower feeling alive. Still not sure? Here's a couple reviews from real customers. Joseph S. says,
"This is the perfect bar of soap. It's like it was handcrafted in the Northwest Forest by beautiful tiny elves."
Oh, tiny elves isn't enough for you? Well, here's another review from Michael A.
"It makes you feel like you just stepped out of a mountain stream, and Squatch was there to hand you the towel."
Time for you to get the right tool for the job, because you're worth it, my friend. We ship it right to your door. And with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, if it's not the best bar of soap you've ever used, it's on us. Tens of thousands of men already subscribe, which means that every month, fresh new bars of Squatch show up at their door. Click the link for Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. Real soap for real men. Or don't, and continue to be mommy's little helper.
And we're back. And it went dead quiet.
I tell you what, I'm fascinated. What Chris was saying, I was very fascinated with that.
Fascinated with what? Bar of soap?
No, what Chris was talking about with the figure that was translucent and all that.
Well, yeah. He was talking about, I guess next to grave, this person was sitting there looking at them dancing and stuff. Translucent actually means it was a spiritual being standing by his grave, probably looking at these people like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask Glenn, have you had any paranormal activity before? Have you had any experiences with it? Glenn? Did he fall off?
I didn't hear him.
I didn't.
I see 727 area code. It's Burgess Glenn.
That's him. Yeah.
He's still there.
Hey, Glenn.
Probably took off for a minute. He'll be back.
Yeah. But what do you guys think of that? What Chris was talking about, Anthony?
Anthony, I think, fell asleep.
Hey, I can't blame him.
Yeah, he's got that cold too.
Yeah, you know, the spiritual world, it's all around us. I mean, you know, people say that when you die, you still, your soul is still inhabitant in this world. And just because your loved ones and friends don't see you doesn't mean there's not activity around us. And
exactly.
you know, and it's fascinating. You know, I really can't wait till this week, if the weather permits and everything. I'm going to go and take a picture of that cemetery and show it to you, Bruce.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
You know, I'm looking forward to doing it. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. You know, I mean, I could take a picture from far away. This is on it's a beautiful farm. The farmer painted his barns, okay, and his houses and everything on this land mustard yellow. You never see a farm.
Ew, mustard yellow.
Yeah, yep. The farm is the big, and it's a good sized farm with the barns and the house and the chicken whatever houses. You know, he painted everything mustard yellow, and I think like a red trim. But and then in the background he has like maybe 800 to 1,000 tombstones on his farm, and it's ideal, man. I mean, that's got to be, you know, some of those folks have been buried there a long time.
Yeah, by the way,
generation after generation.
Anthony's back in the room.
Yeah, I'm back.
Anthony, you heard what Chris was saying?
Yeah, I heard what he was saying.
What do you think?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to clear my freaking nose right now. Get to the next guest.
Anyhow, just be glad it wasn't yellow snow.
Yes.
That's so gross. Hey guys, I'm here. I'm here, you guys.
Hey, Caribou.
Sorry if you hear ruckus. I'm filling up my dad's water. He's got a really bad headache.
Give him a couple aspirin.
Or if you got whiskey.
Yeah, that works.
You know, Chris, when you were in Virginia doing the Bigfoot research, I wish I had the time to join you up there, man. That would have been nice.
Oh, you would have loved it. I remember, I think we talked about it. You know, I talked about you when you were in there. There was something happening with you. You were moving from one spot or another. You know, but when I went to Virginia, it wasn't just, you know, for a week, man. I was there for like 40 days, 45 days. I tried to do as long as I can during the summer, and I loved it. You know, I was lucky to use their property, you know, on that. But I remember trying to speak with you, but I can't remember. Remember we were talking about the distance? Where were you from, like, Pearisburg? How far were you from Pearisburg? Do you know where that is?
I get it's about 2-3 hours away. I got to check it out. I know it's a distance from where I'm at.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the Virginia Bigfoot Festival?
Yeah, I've been to a few of them.
Okay, good.
And I made a few friends from it. One of them was an author. Matter of fact, he had a couple of weeks ago on a couple of shows ago. I told you that, you know, we had got together and he wrote he's coming out with another book. So, so I met him at one of the Virginia shows. So, and I met him. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you and I met somebody, or we were acquainted with somebody from Virginia. I met at the Bigfoot show. Oh God, I have him on one of my YouTube channels. I put on, and we did an interview together. And he was like Virginia Bigfoot. God, he's a funny guy.
Bigfoot's Wilderness. And yeah, do you look him up on YouTube? That's his YouTube channel, Bigfoot's Wilderness. I met him at one of the Virginia shows years ago.
You're talking about Anthony. Was his name Anthony? I did a podcast with him.
His name was Mike.
Mike, excuse me. That's right, Mike. Mike.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. Yeah, very nice man. Yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, I did a show with him. But no, there was another person I was talking about that you and I knew. Bernie. Is there a guy named Bernie?
East Coast Jack?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was that. I have it on my YouTube. I apologize, man. I did it about, I'd say, 4 years ago there, or my first year going there. And we had a good time, a lot of laughs and stuff about Bigfoot. And I put it on my YouTube channel. He was a great guy. He's married, he has a couple of kids. I can't remember right now. I apologize. So I just can't remember.
It's fine. It's fine, young man.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, have you ever investigated anywhere near Wheeling, West Virginia?
On the border of West Virginia, going over because I was like, I could throw a rock from the people that asked me to come down and research in their property in West Virginia. I could throw a rock and hit West Virginia from their Virginia. It was on the border. It was on, they lived on this mountain that would go, the railroad tracks would go from Virginia all the way down into West Virginia to the coal mining. And their house, matter of fact, that I stayed in was the old railroad station.
Oh, cool.
It was solid cement. I mean, it was this cement. I mean, huge, thick. And the train would go past there and stop like one day down and one day up or whatever. I can't remember. But it halted its existence, believe it or not, like in 1937. It didn't go past into the 40s, if I recall what they were saying. But to answer your question, yes, I did go into West Virginia almost every week, just because I was just bordering the property. And, and that's where the valley was. And the valley was loaded with buffalo. They had buffalo ranges there where they would farm buffalo for processing for people that want to eat buffalo. And
yeah. Where I was at in Wheeling, it was overloaded with deer. So many deer it was causing car accidents.
Oh yeah, the owner of the house, when he came down to visit me, he went back to Connecticut, came down to his place in Virginia, and to pick up haul some stuff in the U-Haul truck. Like 8 miles outside of leaving the house, he hit a deer. Freaking hit a deer in the U-Haul truck. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of deer. You're absolutely right. Huge. Oh. Are you going to be going to West Virginia?
Well, I go every now and again, and I do a lot of different investigations. Some Bigfoot, some paranormal.
Well, I know you like that Mothman and things like that, and that's the area to go to. I'll tell you that.
I've seen some really creepy. I've seen some really creepy stuff there in Wheeling on a couple of investigations.
I went to the Mothman Museum, but just the museum by itself was very interesting.
Anthony, it's old. It's the thing that I gathered myself about in those parts of the country and in West Virginia and Virginia and so on, that at one time it was very prosperous, and people had their farms and mining and stuff, and things were doing well. But for some reason, life changed for the people living out in the country, where they would work and do the mining, and it just became still. And you really and people are still living there, but it's a livelihood that, at least what I see, that you're just trying to survive. It's unfortunately there's no income in life, and these beautiful homes and stuff are just fading away. Man, do you understand what I'm saying, Anthony? Anthony.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
You know, it just seems like it's just going to be overtaken by nature or whatever. There's no uplifting and bringing it back to life. It's just it's like it's just hanging on, and talking about Mothman and stuff. I mean, if you think it's some being or creature that wanted to, live in a place where there's, not to be seen or be seen by the locals, but not have to worry about it being, discovered, or maybe more investigating about it. I mean, those areas, it's not booming anymore. It's not thriving. So if you go out there, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Snake Man, when you decide that you're going to go out to West Virginia and you're going to do some Bigfooting or paranormal or whatever it is, make sure you take a little bit of jar of that Carolina Reaper salsa I made you. Oh my God, that stuff will
I
burn
sure
anything.
will. That'll be my cough medicine to keep me from getting sick.
I'll tell you what, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I made this guy. I was going to make my habanero dip. Then I went grocery shopping at, I think it was Albertsons, and I was looking at the habaneros, and right next to it, I see this package, and it says Carolina Reapers. And I'm like, oh, you're kidding me. I didn't even know the Albertsons sold these things. And then I'm looking next to the Carolina Reapers, and then I see these things are called scorpion peppers. I'm like, okay, which one do I get? So I ended up getting the Carolina Reapers. I made a hot sauce or hot salsa with 6 of these damn things, put them in, mixed all up with all natural ingredients and everything else. Well, I guarantee when he gets this stuff, he's going to burn his tutu off. Oh my God, it's so hot the damn devil wouldn't want nothing to do with this stuff.
And I can't wait.
Now, mind you, this man sat in front of me on video with one of these Carolina Reapers in his hand, and he bit into it. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy is nuts. And it didn't burn him one. I'm like, how the hell can you put your stomach through that type of punishment? Oh my God.
He's a devil.
I guess.
He's a little.
So next Saturday, he's going to have it in the palm of his hands. I must forewarn you, be very careful of how you open this stuff because it's deadly hot.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh.
And this stuff, he's got a thing going, I guess, with his son. His son's a Marine. And I'm like, well, I hate to say this, but if he's a Marine, he's going to be a mouse after he takes a bite of this stuff.
Oh my God, you guys are gonna be holy.
Hey,
it'll be like the ring
in asbestos underwear.
It'll be the burning ring of fire, but it'll be your O-ring.
Burning ring of asbestos. Oh, my Lord.
It'll be his O-ring. That'll be for O-ring will be burning on fire.
I told Chris I'm going to make him a batch of my homemade habanero. It's not that hot. There's a way to get rid of it, and I know the secret. I've already divulged it to Chris, but I'll send them a jar of this stuff. It is so good. It'd make Lay's potato chip take a back seat. That's how good this stuff is.
Oh, come on. You don't want the hot stuff?
Oh, hell no.
No.
I wouldn't give that stuff to my worstest enemy.
We're good. Yeah.
Steve, Bruce, why don't you FaceTime us all when you get the package, and then
I'll do it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, FaceTime us all. If you all have a YouTube channel, we'll all go on YouTube, and I want to see this.
Yeah.
Why don't we just all go on TikTok and do it?
Oh, his O-ring will be really on fire. I'll be like, yep, he might need ice cube.
I'll do it.
Better yet, do it on YouTube. Everybody can see it.
Hey, let's start the challenge for this and see who can eat it and who can't.
I know I'm not going to eat it.
No.
I just put a little tiny pen drop, like a pin from a needle, took a little bit, put it in my tongue, and man, that stuff started burning like crazy. I had to pop out the coffee with my creamer and take a sip of it, just get rid of the burn. Wow, that stuff was, holy crap. I could send some of this stuff to Tom Biscardi, one bite, and he'd be heading to the refrigerator and getting all the milk and drinking all of it.
Hey, do you remember when we were at that restaurant and he got the hot peppers because he challenged me and I sat there and ate it all?
Yeah. You see a look on his face?
I'm worried. I'm really worried about you guys. You guys are going to be like, yep, challenging. I'll be like, yeah, leave me out of this one. I don't need to feel acid come out of my nose. No, thank you. I'll pass. I will pass on that.
I was just thinking, you could be really mean to somebody and put that, just a little dab of that on their toothbrush.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dear heaven. That is going to be lethal. That's a legal weapon.
That'd be like Bruce sending me that video of a squirrel bending over, farting, and catching the whole woods on fire.
Mm.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it's worse going down or coming out.
We'll find out.
Would be the worst.
Do what?
Coming out would be the worst.
You're going to be the one eating it.
I
God.
I hate to see if you have any hemorrhoids.
Hey, just keep a fire extinguisher by the toilet.
Yeah. Better make sure that toilet doesn't melt.
You hear a lot of, come on ice cream, come on ice cream.
Yeah, it's going to take more than ice cream to put that out. I'll tell you what, you put that jar in a bag of ice, within a few seconds, that ice will be melted.
Oh, no. He might have to put his ass in the bucket to keep it down.
I'll tell you what, I was chopping some of it in my lap. I have one of these choppers. I didn't want to get my hands involved in it. And it accidentally spilt on my arm. Oh, my God, you could actually feel this stuff heating your arm up. I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. I've never, ever seen a hot pepper do this before.
Yeah, what did it even
At least it didn't go in your eye.
Habanero's not so bad, but these things, oh my God, I think they're like 100 times hotter than a habanero.
Hey, at least you didn't drip nowhere else.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh.
No comment. Thank God I had my pants on when I was doing it.
Yeah, I'm glad of that too.
You'll scare Bruce out of his head.
Okay,
going to say, whenever we get together, to do research, you give me all these ideas to do things to Snake Man.
Just remember, though, what you do to me, I'll return the favor.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, if Sabrina Nichols ever wanted something like an aphrodisiac, what do you want to call it? Eat some of my habanero dip. That'll get you going. But stay away from that stuff, Carolina Reapers, if you want to, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm staying far away from. No, I'll pass.
I'll stick to my habanero.
That dip that Steve made me, that's the man's dip.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you going to take a little pinch and put it between your cheek and gum?
Hey, wait a minute. Which cheeks?
Oh!
Good question.
Oh, God. Oh. Is this appropriate where I get...
Huh?
Oh. Can I say something? Can I say...
Oh, God. Here we go.
Okay. All right, this was at my dad's house, where I'm at right now. One of my brother's friends was decided to be like, okay, who wants to watch me put hot sauce on my ass? And we're like, we just looked at him and we're like, okay, we dare ya. So we started putting money down and he did it, and we could hear him screaming in the bathroom that he needs a glass of milk to pour on his ass.
Oh, brother.
What was that? He took a bite of what? An habanero?
Hot sauce on his ass.
Yeah. That must be a weird brother.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We could hear him in the bathroom screaming, and we all started laughing. We're like, yep, dumbass.
Hey, Glenn, are you still with us?
No, he fell off.
Okay.
What happened to him?
When I was a kid, I used to be able to take a whole bottle of Tabasco sauce and actually drink that stuff.
Hey,
It tasted good. I can't do it now, but back then I could.
Yeah. I drink it like it's V8, man. I grew up eating that stuff.
Do I want to know?
I liked it in V8.
Well, when your dad is a fire chief and you go to fire department chili cook-offs as a judge, I mean, you tend to get desensitized to heat.
Oh, sensitized. Oh, gotcha.
To all the hot fire department chili.
Ooh.
I love it.
I know you guys would probably eat it anytime, any day.
I told Kara, I'll make her a batch of my own homemade fudge. I'll send her that. Because she's got a sweet tooth.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, Anthony, you want Steve to send you some of this hot sauce that he's sending me? It'll help clear up your cold.
Actually, I'll send him some of my habanero dip. The habanero dip will work better. I don't want to burn his nostrils out.
Send it over.
Oh my God!
Send it over.
Whoa! Hand it over. Whoa! He's getting brave.
Overnight it.
Hey,
I need it.
I'll be like, he's getting brave. He's gonna be like, why did I do that?
That's
sure
what he's making me. That'll clean you right out, Anthony.
No.
I need to get cleaned out.
Well, I think Anthony's got Spanish in him. I'm pretty sure he does. But the habanero stuff I make, you could possibly eat it if I don't make it too hot. I'm sure it'll work for your nose. Because I don't make it too hot. I really don't, because I can't handle the heat. If it's hot enough, it'll work for me just fine.
You just snorted, Anthony, that's all.
Wait a minute. You notice this though? He makes mine hot enough to melt metal, and he makes your guys' is light.
Because most people don't have an iron stomach like you.
God damn it, Bruce. Like, Bruce over here being like, I'm Mr. Bruce Strong Almighty. I can handle anything hot. And we're like, yeah, we don't want to burn a hole in our stomach. Well, you can.
Well, don't worry, Kira. I'll make sure I send you a small jar of it so you can try it and let your brother try it.
Oh.
I'll let her brother try it right. I could just see his reaction.
Oh, Tristan? Oh, no. Tristan likes hot, and so does my dad. But too much hot, I don't need them going to the hospital and be like, yep. Her stupid ass gave us some. I'm like, oops.
Just tell him a little dab will do you.
Who knows? I might...
Go ahead.
I'll let you go first. No, I'll let you go first, Bruce.
I was going to say, just make sure you tell them before they touch it, a little dab will do you.
I might give some to my best friend. She loves spicy food.
Yeah, she'll burn her ass off with this.
Oh, no. She's had ghost pepper cheese before.
Ghost pepper cheese?
I've got a whole brick of that.
She does. She eats it.
Yeah.
I'd
rather stick with Limburger than I would that.
I did.
No, I look at it. I'm like,
I did a ghost pepper cheese challenge once, and they gave me this whole brick of it to eat, and I ate the entire brick.
Shoot. Who's moving around up there?
Yeah, but Chris and Anthony, you guys heard about Joyce, right?
Yeah, you so bad about that,
Yeah.
man.
I didn't know that she died, or that her spouse died.
Yeah. He passed away on Monday.
Oh, always around the holidays.
Yeah. I can't believe either that a part of our childhood died on the 16th. Oh, Buck Rogers passed away.
Oh.
Dang. There's a lot of people that are passing away.
How old was he?
Huh?
Buck Rogers.
Gil Gerard.
How old was he?
82.
Oh, he died young.
Yeah, he had cancer.
Oh.
And it was a very aggressive cancer.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
You know.
Damn.
What?
Have you been in touch with her? She's doing okay?
I was in touch with Joyce today, and they were just getting ready to go to the viewing, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it together.
Poor
dude.
Yeah, those are tough times.
That is a little rough. That is very rough. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So back in October, I had a friend who passed away. He was a year younger than me, and you know, and I worked with his sister. And
oh wow!
So when Thanksgiving came around, I'm like, "How you doing?" They're like, hanging in there. Her husband, her daughter, you know, they're real close to him, you know. And I think Christmas hit them a lot harder, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I just had a friend of mine here pass away a couple months back. It was Bob's wife.
Janet.
Yeah, Janet died of Alzheimer's. I'm like, how the hell does a person die of Alzheimer's?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
All right. Alzheimer's is like a very bad disease. It eats away out of the brain, like makes holes in the brain. And that's how people pass away.
I take something that actually works for Alzheimer's. It's called Luann's coconut oil, and it's non-hydrogenated. And what you do is you take a spoon of it a day, and what it does, it keeps you clear of Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yep. It's been scientifically proven.
So are we on a break, or is this still the talk show?
It's still a talk show. It ain't over with yet. We got 10 more minutes.
I tell you what, though, I mean, my heart goes out to Joyce and her family because, like you said, this is the holiday season, and the pain and suffering that they're going through.
It's hard, to be honest. It's very hard.
And you know, I just like to say that, you know, I think that I understand where Joyce is coming from.
I
but
do too, because I've had
met.
it happen to me myself before a long time ago.
I've never lost a spouse, but I have lost loved ones.
Yeah.
Right.
And it hurts, to be honest, when your loved one passes. It like takes a very bad wound, and it's basically painful.
Yeah.
Well, now, you know, we were talking about paranormal stuff, Steve, and one place I want to investigate is the place about the headless horseman.
Ooh. Spooky. That's more of a Halloween thing to do.
Well,
that's more of a
that story is actually based in truth.
Well, that's in my neck of the woods, Bruce. You're onboarding New York State there along the Hudson River.
Right.
Terrytown, I think that's where it is. But yeah. You want all that paranormal? You come to New England and the Eastern Coast, where the settlers first came in and started, moving westward, and that's where started settling down, and Salem, Massachusetts, and the witches, and all that stuff.
My friends are paranormal investigators. They're from TV. Jason and Grant. They were from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they investigated all those areas.
Yeah.
And I just want to investigate them for myself, just to see what it's like.
Oh, yeah. This is the area.
Yeah.
I've been to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and I've done some investigating there, and I've seen some interesting stuff and got plenty of evidence that was interesting, too. I just want to go back and look more.
I wouldn't mind going there to check it out.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I'll be like, hey. I'll be like, you can't get me.
Don't say that.
Indigo. We'll take Steve, since he's an Indigo, and let him go up there and say, hey.
Yeah, I'll just say, hey, let's go out and get something to drink.
No, I'll tell him. Oh, God.
Go ahead. Did
I'll
you
be
see
like,
the video? Go ahead, hon.
I'll be like, you can't possess me. I'm invincible, motherfucker.
Now, keep the language.
Oh, sorry. I'll be like, you can't get me. Ah.
Have you seen the video on YouTube going around of the investigation in Gettysburg where they caught the apparition at the cannons?
No.
No. I haven't seen that one.
Did you see the one?
Oh.
Now, what
I have not
kept that.
I have not heard about that one.
They literally caught, I think it was 2 separate apparitions running, one behind and one in front of the cannon, and one standing by between the 2 cannons.
Oh.
How?
And
okay.
Well, because you remember, back in the Civil War days, they had to have an entire cannon crew to clean it, to load it, to fire it. Am I wrong on that, guys?
Do you have space there you can share with us?
Would you say that again, please?
Do you have the link of that YouTube video you could share with us?
No, but I'm going to look it up, and when I look it up, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But haven't you seen it? It was on, they've had Paranormal caught on tape as well.
No,
they showed it.
I have not seen that.
It was weird. I mean, this guy was booking it. You can make out the hat, you can make out everything, and he was translucent. You could see through them.
Wow.
Wait, what kind of hat was he wearing? Was it like a pilgrim hat or something?
No, it was a Civil War hat. The gray little smashed hats with the black rim.
Oh, yeah, those ones. Those ones. I remember.
The Confederate caps.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I get it. Sorry. I'm like,
Yeah. There's also another one that's attached to it, too, of a battlefield where you can see what looks like glowing orbs flying through the forest, going back and forth, and occasionally you'll see, looks like human figures running, and then they disappear into orbs and then back and forth.
Oh.
That's creepy. That's creepy. Actually, think about it.
What?
The what?
What I'm trying to say, and I've said this for you guys for years and showing you the pictures of the orbs, those are souls and beings inside those orbs.
Yeah,
it's like a little engine ball that people think it's some battery opera engine is flying around. There's no. Those are spirits in there.
Yep, those are they're spiritual beings that had a body like us. When the body passes away, these orbs take off out of the body because they're living electromagnetic energy. Is all it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you put your foot on the floor and you rub your feet on the floor and you go to open up the refrigerator and you get a shock from your hand?
Yep.
That's proof right there that we are electronic living entities living inside of a body.
Yep. Now, what about, what is it? What is that place called? Is it Brown Mountain in Carolina, where they have the orbs? Yeah, I would love to investigate that.
Yeah, I bet
I would love to investigate.
Oh, I'll let you talk. Sorry, me and my big mouth.
You're fine.
But I would love to go and investigate.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying, Steve?
I didn't say anything. I just said the orbs are what they call electromagnetic energy because that's what we are. If you look inside of our bodies, we have a little tiny of electrical energy that's inside of our bodies. When we rub our feet on the floor and you go to open that refrigerator, you get a little tiny shock.
Mm-hmm.
That's proof that we're living electromagnetic energy beings.
Yep, I'm going to look into those links right quick when we get off the show. I plan to look them up and then I'll pass them to you guys so you guys can check them out.
Wait, isn't it when you rub electricity? Isn't it you're supposed to use a rug on socks and rug to rub and get static electricity?
No, you can do it on a regular floor. It doesn't have to be a rug. You can do it on a certain type of enamel floor or whatever. It doesn't make a difference.
Mm-hmm. That's why corduroys conduct electricity also.
Yeah.
I hated corduroys when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think we all did. But, there's a lot of there's a lot of places out there that I want to investigate. I think the best one so far that I want to investigate would be Gettysburg is one. The other one is the Crescent Hotel, where there has been a full body apparition caught already.
Yeah.
I want to also check out the St. Augustine areas and do that. And then the Alamo. They've recently been releasing evidence of paranormal activity out there at the Alamo.
Really?
Well, a lot of people died there, so it was a bad war. It lasted a long time. Alamo was,
Yes, it did. It was very
so
traumatic.
Yeah. So the spiritual world. It's there. Some people say that they don't know that they passed away.
Yeah.
That died. Yeah. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of hour again, ladies and gentlemen. See you again in the beginning of next year.
Merry
Well,
Christmas.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gentle Giant, and this is the Bigfoot Radio for this week. And we would like you all to tune in next week for some more Bigfoot Radio. And all of us on the Bigfoot Radio Network. We would also like to thank our guests for joining in on the discussion tonight on this talk show. And we would also like to thank you, our listeners, for sharing our adventures with us. Join us again next Friday evening for another exciting hour of Bigfoot Radio with the Bigfoot research teams from across the country. And we would also especially like to thank our listeners. Until then, this is the Gentle Giant saying good night, be good, be safe, and we will see you here again next week. Until then, keep Bigfoot live and keep Bigfooting. See you all again next week. Bye-bye. Nice night.